Obama shows up to scene of mass shooting and horrified onlookers with what Pitt caught him doing by Liberty Bell for freedomdaily.com. It has been less than a week since a deranged gunman opened fire in a South Florida high school, killing 17 innocent victims and injuring 14 others. While the country struggles to understand how one person could cause such unspeakable pain, the left is doing their best to politicize this tragedy and further divide the country. The mainstream media and liberal politicians are already pushing for gun control and attacking law-abiding gun owners, but it is what onlookers caught Barack Obama doing at the scene of a mass shooting that has horrified the nation. It seems that our country's darkest moments, the left cannot help but attack President Trump despite his best efforts to lift the mood of the nation. Even after Nicholas Cruz walked into Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, gunning down over 2 dozen students and faculty, the left were foaming at the mouth, ready to attack. These radical liberals pounced on Trump, tearing him apart for his apparent inaction on gun control, blaming him for the actions of the lunatic gunman. Then these hateful leftists up their attack against the president when he visited the injured at a nearby hospital. You may be asking yourself, how in the world could they attack him? But you have to remember, this is the left we are talking about, and no matter what Trump does, they will always find fault in him. At any rate, the left went on a tirade against Trump, not for visiting the injured victims, but rather because he smiled and gave the thumbs up in several pictures. You know, our entire nation, with one heavy heart, continues to pray for the victims and their families in Parkland, Florida. To teachers, law enforcement, first responders, and medical professionals who responded so bravely in the face of danger, we thank you for your courage. Of course, any sane person witnessing these images would find no fault in them, but like previously said, this is the left we are talking about, and nothing they do makes any sense. So right after these images hit social media, the left, feigning moral outrage, attacked Trump for smiling and compared him to Barack Obama, who in their book can do no wrong. Imagine being injured in a school shooting and realizing that on top of that, Trump is coming to visit you at the hospital. Disgusting. Really, if I was a mother of one of these children in the hospital tonight and Trump came to visit, I would punch him right in the teeth. Isn't that great? Great. You listen to these words. What's worse than being shot? Being shot and have Donald Trump visit your hospital bed. And this other idiot, Trump and Rubio, are currently visiting patients at local hospitals in Florida. If it were me or my kid in the hospital because of this tragedy and they walked in, I'd punch them in the face before they had a chance to say, "Our thoughts and prayers are with you." I mean, really disgusting. Obama spent a lot of time with families of those killed in mass shootings, but it's hard to find photos because he made a point to keep it private and not a photo op. Obama picture, Orlando Memorial, Newton Memorial. Trump picture, Parkland Hospital, thumbs up, big smile. Yeah, okay. Even the Washington Post wrote an article bashing President Trump's hospital visit for failing to be a comfort in chief. He did not give an emotional or rousing commemoration to the victims like President Barack Obama's after a mass shooting at the Charleston, South Carolina church, nor did he publicly greet any families whose children were killed in the attack. Speaking at a funeral or at a large vigil was not on the agenda. There were no calls for American resolve. There were no tears. However, the left seemed to forget that Barack Obama was caught doing pretty much the same thing back in 2012 after the Aurora shooting. You see? Smiling. There he is. There's Obama. In 2012, when was this? 2012. There he is, smiling too. But this is why I'm saying that, do you see the difference? But they're stupid, that's why. That's the only thing you can come up with. Here is more from the Daily Caller. President Trump was harshly criticized in the media for smiling and giving a thumbs up while visiting victims in the Florida school shooting. Trump and the First Lady visited a hospital near Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, Friday night to comfort the victims and family members of the attack perpetrated by a deranged gunman last week. A number of photos were released of POTUS and Melania smiling while visiting with staff and families and first responders. President Trump was harshly criticized for the images, with some saying the grinning was inappropriate for the grim occasion. However, a look back to the Obama administration shows similar behavior by the then president in the wake of the Aurora, Orlando shooting on July 16, 2015. James Holmes opened fire on a packed theater in Colorado, killing 12 and injuring 70 more. Obama traveled to Aurora soon thereafter to comfort the families and victims. Obama smiled and hugged the families and victims of the shooting, much like Trump did. Shootings are a tragic event. The gun debate in America rages on, but that should not stop our president from being a human being. The hypocrisy, that's where we're going. The hypocrisy of the left truly knows no bounds, and that is evident in the fact they are willing to bash Trump for smiling in the images, more or less the same way Obama had in the past. Of course, this tragedy is no laughing matter, but to attack President Trump for trying to bring joy to others in the darkest moments is not a crime. The point of President Trump's visit and Barack Obama's before him was to let these victims know that we are behind them and praying for a quick recovery. However, the left, in their blind hatred for Trump, cannot see that and will continue to bash him, only furthering the divide in our country. Hopefully they will wake up one day and let it go, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Do you? No, but you know what the thing is? Wait till some things happen where we're being attacked and nobody has any guns. You know, I'd like to see that, what they're going to say after that. But then again, they probably won't be around to see it. You know, I mean, this is just disgraceful. If I was Trump, and where's at least Melania came. Where's Michelle? Where's Michelle in these pictures? The Incredible Hulk couldn't get ready? She couldn't get ready, sure. Yeah, she has to pose as a woman. You see, how did these people even get into the White House? What kind of deep state shenanigans were going on that these people happened to get into that White House? You explain to me. That's what I want to know. The real answer, how he was allowed to get into the White House and spread this when he is not an American-born citizen. How did this happen? That's the big question. He posed as he was black. He's not black. And there's just too... I have to control myself. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.